Hey, y'all, let me tell you about the wildest chapter of my life, a story that starts with me. Ethan, a guy who had it all on paper, big tech CEO in Chicago, fancy penthouse, the works, but was falling apart every single night. Picture me, sprawled on my office floor at 3 a.m., heart racing like it's trying to break out of my chest, sweating, shaking. The whole deal been like that since I was a kid, ever since I saw my dad get taken out in a car wreck right in front of me. 20 years of therapy, pills, you name it, nothing worked. Just me against the darkness, every damn night. Then one night, something shifted. I'm there, drowning in another panic attack, when I hear this voice, soft, warm, like a hug you didn't know you needed. It's Lena, the overnight cleaner, singing some old lullaby to her little girl, Sophie, who's curled up on a couch in the lobby. Lena's a single mom, widowed young, working 2 jobs to keep the lights on, bringing Sophie along, 'cause she's got no one else to watch her. That song, "Hush Now, Baby, Don't You Cry." It's like it reached into my soul, slowed my heart, let me breathe. For the first time in decades, I slept 8 hours, no nightmares, no pills, just peace. So I start sticking around late, pretending to work, just to hear Lena sing. We get to talking small stuff at first, her day, my meetings, but soon it's deeper. She's tough as nails, raising Sophie alone, and Sophie's this shy little spark, showing me her doodles of stick figure families. I'm falling for them both, hard. But here's where it gets messy. My stepmom, Diane, who's been running half my trust fund since Dad died. She notices I'm different, happier. And Diane? She's got this iron grip on my life, 'cause as long as I'm unstable or single, she controls the money. Me getting better? That's a threat. Diane starts digging. Next thing I know, Lena's day job at a diner vanishes, budget cuts, they say. Then her landlord gets a shady tip about illegal activity in her apartment, and she's facing eviction. I'm pissed, but Lena's wrecked, barely holding it together. One night, Diane shows up at the cheap motel I got for Lena and Sophie, all smiles and venom. "Ethan's unstable, sweetheart," she says, leaning in close. "He's got a history, violent, even. You want Sophie around that." Lena's face goes pale, and Diane slides a check across the table, 20 grand to disappear, or she'll push for custody of Sophie, using my medical records as ammo. "I know people, Lena," she hisses. "Don't test me." Lena's a mom first. She takes the money, grabs Sophie, and they're gone by morning. I'm gutted, back to square one, popping pills, barely eating, a ghost in my own life. Months later, I'm cleaning out my office, and I find these invoices, private investigators, security services, all signed by Diane, dated right before Lena vanished. My blood's boiling. I hire my own PI, Jake, and he digs up dirt. Diane paid off Lena's boss, her landlord, even set up fake complaints. She orchestrated the whole thing, and that 20 grand? A bribe to break us. I'm done playing nice. I invite Diane to dinner, act all broken, grateful. "You were right about Lena," I say, leaning in. "How'd you pull it off?" She smirks, can't help herself. A few calls, some cash. She was easy to scare. I slide my phone out, hit stop on the recording. "Gotcha," I say, her face going white. "Tell me where they are, Diane, or this goes to the cops." She cracks. "Lena's in a small town in Ohio, trying to start over." I fire Diane, cut her out of the company, the trust, everything. She's left with nothing but a rented room and a ruined name. I drive to Ohio, heart pounding, and there's Lena, stepping out of a clinic where she works, Sophie skipping beside her. Sophie spots me, squints, then screams, "Uncle Ethan," and barrels into my arms. Lena freezes, tears in her eyes. "You found us," she whispers. I tell her everything, Diane's lies, the recording, how I'm free now. She's scared, but Sophie's tugging her hand, saying, "Mom, he's back." We talk all night, mac and cheese on the table, Sophie's drawings everywhere. It's not perfect, but it's real. 2 years later, we're married in a little church, Sophie tossing flowers, our son, Lucas, on the way. Lena still sings that lullaby, and every night, I sleep like I'm home. Diane. She's out there, scraping by, probably saw that magazine spread of us laughing in our backyard. But it stings, knowing she lost more than money. She lost family. So what do you think? Did Diane get what she deserved? Would you have taken the money like Lena did to protect your kid? Drop a comment. Let me know. I read everyone. And if this hit you, share it with someone who needs a story about fighting for what's real.